I think we got it now. Yeah, there we go. YouTube was giving me a hard time. But I'm here now, and wow, a lot going on in this room I didn't know about. Hi, Nessie. Hi, Cha Cha. How are you guys? Pillow fight. Do you know how long it's going to take me to clean up all those feathers? It's going to take me forever to clean up all those feathers. How is everyone tonight? Welcome to the Pharmacy Seeds Network. Thanks for your support. Thanks for coming in. Oh, YouTube is just being stubborn tonight. I wonder if my internet is the problem. Kiki! What's going on, Jack? I'm sorry, Nessie. It's just been a busy day. I've been going since I got up, and I'm just getting started now. YTFP, Chris, how's it going? I'm so glad that we figured out what that means now. YouTube for posting. That makes sense. Yeah, Geeky, you missed quite a pillow fight. Cha-Cha, we're hanging out on the bed, having a pillow fight, topless. I come in here and I didn't even know what I was missing. Went back and saw it all. Okay. Gotta love replay, huh, Jack? Oh, let's see. Kind of get comfortable here. Jiggle him wires. Yeah, I wish it was just simple as jiggling wires. Hey, Taco. Why am I so awesome? I don't know. I guess it's all perspective and opinion. I think I'm just okay, but I'm glad you think I'm awesome. Error, error, error. YouTube keeps giving me errors, not receiving enough video data to maintain smooth streaming. Are you guys getting any glitches on your end, or is YouTube just lying to me? You had to figure it out too? Let's see if I can get this camera straightened out a little bit. That still doesn't look quite right. How's that? Is that better? There we go. Now it doesn't look like I'm like chin on the counter. No worries, Jack. Hope you get the rain you need down there. Yeah, that's right. You were saying your water barrel was empty the other day. And you were supposed to get rain and you didn't, right? I know, right, Taco? Hanging out on my bed, playing topless pillow fights, and I didn't even know. I come in here and I'm like... And then, of course, I didn't get in here fast enough, so they both ran off. You know how that goes. Well, Nessie's still here, but Cha-Cha ran off. I just can't keep up. So I got some good news today, and I haven't had a chance to upload the video yet, but I did just finish editing it before things got started here. Buffering and chat keeps disconnecting. Yeah, that's great. Well, it seems to be carrying a good stream now. I got it set to ultra low latency, so I don't know what's going on here. So frustrating. A couple of momentary glitches, okay. Audio fine, video slow, but audio's fine, okay. Yeah, if I do that though, Taco, it's not 30 seconds. That's the problem. Because we have DSL here, which stands for Digital Bleep Link. And that router takes about 5 minutes to come back up from a hard reboot. So then we lose 5 minutes of the stream. I think what we have is an extreme network load right here, right now, because I'm looking at the wireless bandwidth, and we're spiking at 10 megabits per second, which is about the max of our bandwidth. So that's probably what the issue is. And I don't know which user that is, but it's not me because I'm not downloading anything. So yeah. Hello, Wheels. Yo, yo, yo. I don't think we've seen you in here before, so welcome and thanks for coming in. Tell the other people in chat a little bit about yourselves, and me too. And CP for president. CP. I don't know, I'm not up on politics. My thoughts on gummy vitamins. I mean, you know, they're okay. I mean, I guess depends on who the manufacturer is, what vitamins you're taking, why you're taking that vitamin. You know, it always goes back to the system. What are you deficient in? That's what you need to be supplementing. And it would be better if you were getting that from real healthy whole foods, although I understand that that's expensive. They're probably okay. I would say probably in gummy form, you know, would probably be pretty soluble. Yeah, DSL taco. Yeah. It's not great. It's the only thing we have here. We do have an option to get fiber here, but it's crazy expensive, and I don't have the money to do it. I literally don't have the money to do it. So for now, we're stuck with DSL. Yeah, it's not bad. We get about 12 megabits per second down and about 0.75 up. So uploads take forever. Especially like, you know, I run like 720p on my videos. Oh man, this just keeps glitching out tonight. But you know, it is what it is. It sure beats dial-up, so I'll take it. No subs. Well, you gotta make some videos, Taco. That first 1,000 is the hard part. After you get to the first 1,000, it starts to get easier. Nessie. I don't think that's what's going on, Nessie. I suspect someone's watching a podcast or something, or maybe playing a video game. But I don't know. And of course, to go find out, I would have to leave the stream, and then I wouldn't be here for the stream. So, oh boy, I don't want to do any political talk here, Taco. I really would rather not. We probably have a lot of similar views on politics, but I've seen politics polarize conversations so badly that people can't get along. So I'd rather not get into politics. So Nessie, what are your temperatures down there in New Zealand? Not a wrench. Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna time somebody out over a simple comment. You know, I just don't want to get deep into politics because, like I said, it polarizes people too much, and then we don't have a community. We have a blue and red argument, and those don't seem to really go anywhere productive. So I guess that's about as far as I'm going to dip my toes into politics here. Soup cans into string. Though it might be an awful lot of string to get. Yeah, it's an awful lot of string to get to Nessie. That is an awful lot of string. Yeah, I'd fall back to radio before I went to soup cans, but I have that option. So let's see. um, I don't know what else to talk about. I think I was starting to say something about the top bar hive, so that you guys have been watching my bees. I'm sure some of you have. There's that top bar hive that I brought back to the farm here about a month or a month and a half ago. My plan was to inhabit that with a swarm, capture a swarm and put it into that hive. And I was out checking the apiary today, sort of half expecting a swarm because it's been about a week and I know we had another queen cell in that big hive. I thought we might get a swarm, but no swarm. But I took a closer look at that top bar hive and sure enough, it's inhabited. So I don't know if I missed a swarm yesterday when I wasn't here, or if it swarmed from another bee colony and then they just inhabited it. But that top bar hive is loaded with bees, tons of traffic in and out, and thriving. So that's excellent. Oh, I understand, Taco. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. You would miss me if I left and you would cry. Well, I don't want to make you cry, Nessie. That's definitely not on my list of things to do. Okay, Taco. Sorry, I misunderstood you, man. Yeah, he meant to time out the other guy, but no wrench. I got you. Uh, yeah. We have good mods in here, so no worries about that. And people are usually pretty respectful here on this channel. So far, I haven't seen anybody come into the lives. It was a real nuisance. I think I had one spammer come in one night, and before I even noticed him, one of the wrenches knocked him out. So, cheers to the mods. 9C. So that's like 40 degrees, lower 40s Fahrenheit, I believe. But sunny, still a bit of warmth through the window right now. Yeah, let's see. You're 17 hours ahead of us, so you're already on Friday, right? Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? Brutal Strudel. Brutal Strudel's a good friend of mine for a long time, so everyone give him a warm welcome, please. And thanks, Chris. Yeah, that's a rule we tend to run on most of the live stream platforms I participate in, and that's why I still participate in them, because otherwise things turn into urinating matches, we'll say. And I don't know too many people that are excited about those. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so Brutal Strudel, I don't know if you caught, I don't know when you came in, but if you caught it, but the big top bar beehive in the back is inhabited all on its own. I just discovered that today. So we're up to 5 beehives now from 1 back in early April. So we're cranking. Turned you all into bee voyeurs. Good. Watch my ladies. Do you like their outfits, Nessie? Yellow and black? I turned myself into a bee voyeur, in all honesty. I mean, I always had interest in honeybees, but since I've had them around, man, they're some exciting to watch and observe. They're so interesting. Oh, Kiki. Oh, you're missing the T-storm. Man, we get that here all the time. These wicked thunderstorms will come across the mountains, and we have like the Catskill Mountains to the west of us, and then we have the Hudson River and Hudson River Valley, and then we're on the beginning of the next slope on the east side of the Hudson, and they'll come across and they'll shoot to the north of us or to the south of us. They like steer around us. There's so many times where I've been like, yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of rain, and they'll go by us and like we'll get like 3 raindrops, and we'll watch like a wicked thunder cell go north or south of us and totally miss us. But then when we do get them, they hammer us. We had one last year that brought a tree down, and the tip of that tree landed, I'm not kidding, 3 feet from where I'm sitting. Like it just this house, this building here. So that was kind of scary. One of the other buildings put quite a hole in the roof, put a branch down through the roof. It's quite a mess. Yeah, I hope you guys get some rain, Geeky. I know how hard that is. We haven't had rain here in like a week or maybe a little more, and things are already drying out really quick. Like Jeremy did some tilling, I think it was Sunday, and got some of our soil opened up. And the idea was to open it up, dry it out, and knock the weeds out a little bit before we do one more till before planting. And it's definitely dried out. It's starting to cook kind of drier than I wanted. So we're supposed to get rain Saturday. They were saying rain, now they're saying showers. I don't know. I hope we get a little bit of rain out of it. We kind of need it again. Got real honey today. Tossed that back up when it turned out to be corn syrup. Oh, corn syrup. Yeah, the marketing thing is ridiculous, huh? Fresh out of the hive honeycomb. Never had it. As in go to the hive, pick it out, and eat it. Yeah, it's killer. It's killer. And the wax, like the first time you do that, chewing on the wax seems a little weird, but you'll get so you actually like chewing on the wax too. And yeah, there's nothing better than fresh from the hive, especially if it's like, if it was made this season. Mimsy got one. Oh, lucky Mimsy. Friday, 1:20 p.m. Already been out getting my truck fixed. Now out in the studio writing. Oh, nice, Nessie. Yeah, I love your little studio there. That's a nice little space. No worries, Taco. We'll be here. Excuse me. Yeah, 1:20 p.m. Yeah. Boy, that... I'm used to friends in Europe and Spain and over that way, so I'm used to like somewhere between 6 and 8 hours ahead of us. I'm not used to 17 hours ahead of us. That's been an adjustment. It's so weird to think you're on a whole nother, like you're literally a day ahead of us. How's the stream holding up here? Is it any cleaner now? Yeah, I know, Geeky. Well, it's funny because I found that the top bar hive had bees in it just as I was getting the old frames out and getting ready to do foundations. So I got one box with 8 frames cleaned up, new foundations in them, ready to go. The other box I didn't get to today. I just didn't have the time, and that's kind of a tedious job, so I kind of do it in blocks that I can handle. And I had other things to do. I had to move the chicken tractor out and get ready to lay out some fencing for that, because I got to move the main flock of chickens over to the chicken tractor so they don't get into trouble with the plantings, and so that we're expecting chicks here in the next week or so to be hatching, and so the current chicken coop will become the chick breeder coop. So I'm trying to like juggle all these little pieces together so they work seamlessly. And then we had multiple errands and phone calls and all kinds of stuff today. I didn't even get out to work on the farm till like after 3 today, but what are you going to do? Yellow and black, the colors of your home rugby team. Awesome. This weed you're talking about called pineapple weeds. Yeah, I'm not familiar with those, Taco. Nessie is, okay. Yeah, still buffering. Yeah, Chris, I'm having internet issues here. And by the way, everyone's give a warm welcome to Chris from Homesteading the Hard Way. Chris and I are talking about doing some collaboration. Chris and I have very different perspectives. Well, I guess I shouldn't say very different. We have considerably different perspectives on farming. Chris comes from more the commercial side of things, and I obviously come from the purest natural side of things. We had a pretty good discussion on the phone last night about it, and I think it'd be a good conversation to bring to the table so people can see things from different perspectives. And Chris and I can have a discussion and disagree on something, but we can kind of see each other's points regardless. We don't get hung up on it. So I think at some point we're going to do some sort of a collaboration. I don't know if that'll be here just on YouTube or if that'll be on YouTube and TFR. I'm expecting to end up with a show on TFR Live, but that's not totally confirmed yet, so we're kind of waiting on that. Well, I'm kind of waiting on that, but either way, we'll probably be having a discussion about that, and I think that will be a very informative and informative and productive discussion regarding agriculture. Chris and I both agree that what we're doing right now is not sustainable on a national scale, and even more so, on a global scale too. Although we're really doing it bad in the U.S. here. So, if we can agree that it's not sustainable, then we just we have to discuss, what the solution or what our perspectives on the solutions are, and we may not agree on those solutions, but I think that discussion is healthy to have, because if we keep doing what we're doing, we're all going to have critical failure on our farming systems, and that means critical failure on our food chain, and that means big problems, economically, financially, socially, the works. Pineapple weed, good trail snack or for tea. Pineapple weed, that's not chamomile you're talking about, is it? Hello, friends and potential friends. Yeah, that's a great introduction, by the way, Jack. I still think that's the coolest intro ever. Yeah, I appreciate that too. Ha! Speak of the news. Truth Frequency News. Hello, Lucky. Everyone, please give Lucky a warm welcome. Lucky is the person whose show I was on last week on her show Quantum Connections on TFR Live. If you guys aren't familiar with TFR Live, that's Truth Frequency Radio, and you can go to tfrlive.com, and they have all different shows and hosts on there. And Lucky's got a great show, and she had me on as a guest, and that was an excellent discussion. And I hope and expect I'll be back on her show again in the future, because we had a great discussion. So, Lucky, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Sounds good, Taco. No problem. Got to put the little one to sleep, and we'll catch you on the Paranormal Portal, where things are anything but normal. How are you tonight, Lucky? How's your day? And is the stream any more stable here, people? I keep getting the error here that tells me things aren't quite right. Buffering often, yeah. That's so frustrating. I'm set on low latency. I mean, I don't know if I can move this over to a lower bit rate on the fly or not. I don't really want to mess up my stream. Oh, that's audio. Hold on. Let me see if I can bump to a different bit rate. Let me try going down to like a 300. I'm on 500 right now. See if that cleans it up any. Audio is about 5 minutes behind chat. Ugh. That's so frustrating. So let's see if this fixes it. No, no! Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's not a history problem. I got a bandwidth problem. Somebody's burning all the bandwidth here on the stream. But let's see if this is any better. Made some adjustments here. Let's see what we got now. Is that any better? So frustrating when I have bandwidth problems. Huh, what? Yeah. Right, Chris. Maybe not. Still seems live. No, it should be live still. I killed the stream and brought it back. I don't know. Is this working now? Any better? I still have somebody burning all the bandwidth here. Still buffering. Okay. Yeah, I'm still showing bad bandwidth here too. Yeah, typing furiously. Yeah. Yeah. Still lagging. 1 sec. Alright, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is. I don't. Let me clear my cache, stop the stream, I'll come back up. I'm sorry, people, and thank you for bearing with me. 1 minute. No data. Let's see if it'll come back now. Bitrate is too low. Let's try it now. Still buffering. I don't know what's going on here, guys. We might have a neighbor stealing Wi-Fi or something. Which means I'm going to have to change the password. Which means I got some network work to do, because... Maybe okay now? Okay. I reset the cache and did a bunch of stuff, so... I don't know. Hopefully... lower than the recommended. YouTube's telling me it's lower than the recommended bit rate. Now it's saying it's not getting enough main. Yeah, I'm just getting errors. I wonder if maybe it's just YouTube. I'm really sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. I don't know. I wish I could afford some decent bandwidth, but I can't. Hello, welcome back to the Pharmacy Seeds Network live stream, or live buffer as it may be. Sorry for all the loading bars. So frustrating when you have network problems. Much faster. Okay, good. Maybe I got it straightened out. And of course, looks like we lost some users. The LBA stream was smooth. Yeah, no, I know it's not your end, Bomber. I know it's my end. I just don't know why, because it usually doesn't give me this many problems. Sometimes I get a buffer or a glitch, but this has been frustrating. I should have probably restarted my computer, because I got redundant hard drives here for my videos. And one of those RAID drives is crashing, and so that's caused all kinds of page file caching issues. And I usually restart before a stream, but I was over at Green Dream Projects supporting their stream because they were responding to a challenge I put out. This is turning into an hour-long story, but you get the idea. I did get a chance to do some extra cleanup to try and make sure it was okay. But I also see we have a lot of bandwidth use, and that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because I don't think my housemate or my son are using that much bandwidth. So we might have a Wi-Fi thief, in which case I'm going to have to change our encryption key and change our password. Yeah. Which is weird, though, because we're running WPA2, which is kind of hard to crack. That's okay. I'll just change it frequently, and then they can spend all week cracking it and then lose it again. And hello, Gemini. How are you? Good to see you in here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're still getting it smooth, although YouTube's telling me I got errors again. I mean, maybe it's not even my end. Maybe YouTube's just being screwy. That's been known to happen. Yeah, I'll definitely be looking into it. I have some pretty sophisticated Wi-Fi tools that I can crack and hack and check. So I will definitely be looking into it. So, I don't know, let's see, we were talking about our broken agricultural system right before we had broken network issues. Anyway, yeah, what's going on right now is not sustainable, and we need to make some changes. And I think Chris and I are going to do some collaboration and have a conversation about that. I sound good? Oh, good. Thanks, Jim. I'm glad it's better on your end. Well, Bomber, you can't just assume it's all YouTube or not all YouTube, because YouTube works with content delivery networks, and it's a little more complicated than just one domain or platform. There's a lot of servers and routers and networks that piece all those pieces together. But I mean, I would tend to lean that it would be my end of the connection, because we have DSL, which is just horrible. Get out my Jack the Hack t-shirt. Yes, Geeky, yes. Hack 'em and hunt 'em. Snipe those hackers. We poop in perfectly clean water, so yeah, no need to work on priorities. Nice, YTFB, nice. Yeah, I'll look into the network issues. I probably won't get that till late tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. But I'll hunt it down. I might just change some passwords and pre-shared keys, for starters, just to eliminate any would-be hackers. I mean, the thing is, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere here. There's like one neighbor nearby, unless somebody's literally hiding in the bushes to hack into my Wi-Fi, and like, God bless them if they're hiding in the bushes all night. HTTP truth. Oh, YTFP. Yeah. That darn autocorrect, huh? You had a problem with people stealing yours? Did you sort it out, Chris? It is a big issue. I'm pretty tight on security. I don't share passwords here. I use pretty heavy encryption, and I don't use passwords that are in any dictionary. I can assure you of that. So I'm pretty good about it, but that doesn't mean somebody couldn't come in with Backtrack or some sniffing hacking tool and crack the password. Before this whole COVID thing, I had the wireless turned off entirely, so you had to be cabled in. And when this whole COVID thing ends, we're going to go back to that. I don't like having wireless open at all. And I also don't like the RF exposure. I mean, you're talking 2.4 gigahertz. That's the same frequency range as a microwave. And while it's a lot less power, microwave energy does DNA damage over time. So it's not a good thing to be exposed to. TPB reference password. No, it's more complicated than that. And that's all I'm going to say on the internet. Kid hiding in the brush, looking at... Really? Wow, Chris. Know what I'm saying? What are you counting my know what I'm sayings? For those who don't know, TPB is Trailer Park Boys, and it's a pretty funny show. I will warn you, there is some offensive language, or what some might consider offensive language, but it's funny. Oh, they were stealing adult content. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, YTFP, sprouting seeds. There's a ton of data that you got to look for it though, because these companies have sold this technology as safe, but if you look at the manual that comes with your cell phone, it talks about proximity of the phone to your head, and you're not supposed to have it up to your face like this. It's supposed to be a minimum of, I think, 1 foot away or something like that. Like, you're really not supposed to have, and then people carry it in their pocket, like you're walking around with a pretty significant amount of RF energy in your pocket up against your reproductive organs. Like, it's not good. And, people say, oh, I use it all the time, doesn't hurt me. Well, okay, give it 20 years. And that's the other thing, this stuff hasn't been out that long. We really don't know what the long-term effects are. Yeah, definitely recommend Trailer Park Boys to everyone. Everyone who can handle strong language, I would say that. If you can't handle strong language, don't watch it, because there's definitely some strong language. But if you can handle that, it's a pretty funny show. Oh, on your account, you accused your boys. Yeah. So I try not to do that, Chris. I always ask. I try not. I grew up being accused a lot, put it that way. And so that made me, instead of accusing, ask. And then you don't accuse somebody of something they didn't do unnecessarily. And I know that's a hard head shift to go to, especially if you're like ticked off about something, but I think that's important. It's hard to build trust with somebody if they're being accused of things that they're not doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's a sticky situation to get into. Guys. Yeah, there's a couple of movies out too. Those are also good. And let's see, Trailer Park Boys, I think left off, I think the last season they did was season 12. So it's seasons 1 through 12. And now there's an animated series out, but I would not recommend starting with that. I would go watch the original Trailer Park Boys episodes. Season 1 is kind of slow to get going, but you kind of need it to understand where it's starting from. But seasons like 12 are pretty good too, but it shifts a little bit. But they're all good. Yeah, YTFB. Always better to ask. I mean, all you gotta do is put yourself in that person's shoes. You know, if you're being accused of something you didn't do, there's nothing more infuriating. Well, not nothing more infuriating, but there are a few things more infuriating. So yeah, always better to ask, and you know, you can always investigate and find out, you know, whether or not they're telling you the truth. But just going and accusing somebody of something without any evidence to prove that, just because you think that might be the case, not a good approach. You knew they were telling a lie. About to be a youngin' beating. Geeky saved him. Yeah. All right, Jack. Good work. Yeah, I mean, I know where you're coming from too, Chris. It's easy to get in that headspace when you're angry and like go red eyes mode. But I always try to stop myself and like, okay, wait a minute. I know I think this is what's going on, but let me verify if that's actually what's going on. Anyway, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about or any questions they want to ask? About to switch over to the next live stream over at the Paranormal Portal. Most of you are familiar with the Paranormal Portal. In fact, I think most of you came from there to my channel, so thank you for that. But if you're not, the Paranormal Portal is run by Brent Thomas, and we do paranormal investigations and investigate or discuss and talk about all sorts of paranormal activities. Anything from ghosts to UFOs to aliens to Bigfoot to little people to all kinds of crazy stuff. Really interesting show, and Brent's an excellent host. So if you don't know about that, you should definitely check it out. Teenage boys, naked girls seem open and shut. I understand, Chris. I understand where you're coming from. So I guess the stream is holding up better now. Thanks, Geeky. Yeah, there's a link to the Paranormal Portal. And that's the channel, and I imagine Brent probably has the live stream already set up on there. So if you just go to videos, you'll see there's probably people in that stream waiting for it to start already. Brent has quite a following. So anyway, I hope you'll join us over there. And I'm sorry the stream was so glitchy tonight. I'll try and keep it cleaner next time. And I'm going to hunt down any would-be Wi-Fi hackers and snipe them out of commission. It is much better. Okay. Yeah, it might have just been my computer issues. I need to replace some hard drives, and in order to do that, I need to upgrade my RAID controller, and so it's a big chunk of money I have to invest, and I'm trying to put it into bees and starting crops and nutrients and equipment to do tobacco. Well, and then it says it reconnected. Okay. So there's that, and then Sunday night at 9 p.m. I run the Sunday night All Things Natural Net via amateur radio. Okay, sounds good, Bomber. I think we're back now, but anyway, Sunday night we run the Sunday night All Things Natural Net at 9 p.m. And no, Geeky, I don't think it's paranoid to think the net is toying with you. You think it's toying with you? I think it's toying with me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the Paranormal Portal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. And hopefully we'll see you Sunday night in the live stream there. Everyone have a great evening. Thanks for watching the Pharmacy Seeds Network.